Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome to the start of another day in the markets. So as usual, we start off the day with the economic calendar, and there are no reports of high importance due out today. So there are no reports of high importance due out today. So we can go ahead and start looking for trading opportunities in the market. But again, it's always good to note the reports of medium importance due out today because they could sometimes have an impact on the market depending on what the report of medium importance is about. So it's always a good idea to be aware of the reports of medium importance and to give you a good time to check your trades. So because if you're trading currencies paired with the Swiss franc, we've got the Swiss franc, Switzerland Consumer Price Index due out in about 2 hours. Although it's marked as a report of medium importance, but anything to do with Consumer Price Index could have an impact on the market. But that's due out from Switzerland, so it will mainly affect currencies paired with the Swiss franc. But again, the main market we are looking at is the Euro-US dollar. And then obviously later on, we have the GDP estimate from the UK. That's in about 9 hours' time, the GDP estimate. Again, that's a report of medium importance. But again, it could have an impact on currencies paired with the pound. So just to note the reports of medium importance, note what they're about, know what time they're coming out, and depending on the currency pairs you're trading, it gives you a good time or a good indication when to check your trades. Like I said, there are no reports of high importance due out directly impacting the Euro-US dollar. So we'll just go to the charts and look for opportunities. When we met last night, we marked out the start of a sideways trend last night when we met before in the evening, and we marked out the sideways trend last night using the two white lines you can see on the chart as the high point of the sideways trend and the low point of the sideways trend. And as we can see, the market has still been trending sideways between those two lines. It's just spiked the high of the sideways trend there. So that high now is 3609, so I'll just move that up a bit to that. So that was just a brief spike, and it's fallen back down. So you can see it's still been trending sideways within those two lines since last night. So we know clearly where the sideways trend is, which is within those two white lines, and we can see now clearly that the pivot point and the first resistance are clearly outside the sideways trend. So for this morning, it's quite straightforward. If the market falls, we'll sell below the pivot point, the yellow line there. Or if it goes up, we'll buy just above the first resistance. So we'll buy if the market breaks the first resistance, and we'll sell if the market breaks the pivot point. So I'm just going to place my pending orders. We'll start with the sell order. So I'm just going to place a pending sell order just below the pivot point, because the pivot point is now acting as a support. So I'm selling at 1.3595. I'm going to have a 20 pip stop loss above that because I'm selling. So my stop loss will be 1.3615. So that's 20 pips stop loss. So I'm only risking 20 pips on that trade. And my profit limit to be 60 pips below. So that'll be 3535. Okay. There we go. So that's my pending sell order. So if the market falls, I'm happy to sell below the pivot point once it breaks the pivot point. And let's go to the buy order now. So I'm just going to place it just above the first resistance to buy. So I'm buying at 1.3620, so my stop loss will be 1.3600, 20 pips below, and my profit limit will be 60 pips above, that's 3680. There we go. So I've got my pending buy order just above the first resistance, pending sell order just below the pivot point. Again, remember they're just pending orders, so the market carries on trending sideways all day and doesn't get to any of those orders, then I won't have a live trade. So I'll only be in a live trade once the market gets to those particular points in the market. Okay, any questions? If you have any questions, do click the hand button or send your questions through the question box. I'd say we'll see what happens. We'll meet again at midday. As usual, if there are any changes during the day, I'll send you all out an email. Otherwise, if there are no changes, we'll meet again at midday and reassess the markets and see what's going on. Okay, so since there are no questions, I wish you all a good morning. Enjoy your breakfast, and we'll speak again at midday. Take care.